Hello everyone, welcome back to another Azahel Tales of Crestoria video. As I said in my last video on my overall impressions, we are going to be doing a poll video on the new units today on the marriage waifus, Alicia and Mint. Also, we'll have a little bit of a bonus polls on our step-up summons on the Earth and Dark only. As a rule, whenever they have a step-up summons, I typically go through it at least once. So we'll start there with the Earth and Dark only step-up summons, since it only does take 7,500 Gleamstones. So that'll still leave me with at least 30,000 for the Alicia and Mint pulls. So we'll start here with the Earth and Dark only step-up summons. And once we finish that step-up summons, we'll come on up to the premium summons here for Alicia and Mint, and we'll take a look at their kits right before we summon for them. So first, let's start out with Earth and Dark only and see what we get. We're doing 4 summons for a total of 7,500 gems. Let's go. Oh, we got an SSR, baby. We got two SSRs on step 1 of the step up summon. That's a good start. Let's see what we got. All right, Leon, pretty standard there. And what else we got? Micleo, substitute reindeer. Alright, so Christmas Micleo. So nothing new. Already had both of those. So no new ones, but 2 SSRs, still pretty good. So let's move on to our free 10 times on the step-up summons. We'll skip this first part, see what we got. We got some more SSRs. How many we got? Just one more. So let's kind of push through all of these other ones. Nothing important on these ones. We got Lloyd Irving. Alright, so I already got a max limit broken Lloyd, so I'll go towards his stone. So that's not bad. I'm trying to look for something a little bit better than that though. Alright, step 3. Alright, no SSRs this pool, so we're gonna skip it. Alright, and so step 4, so we'll get at least 1 SSR this pool, so let's see what we get. Alright, so it's not showing any SSRs, but it's gonna upgrade one of them because I have to get an SSR, it's guaranteed, so let's skip it and see what we got. We got Cress. Alright, so my Cress is not limit broken, so that's not a terrible pull. So now we're going to take a look here at our new units, Alicia, Innocent Smile, and Mint, White Glove of Purity. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click Details. Alright, so looking here at Alicia. So when you max limit break her and max awaken her, you get plus 10% attack to fire allies and plus 13% attack to fire allies at 20 hits, so she's really good at buffing that attack. Her art 1 is attack 150%, 3 hits to 1 enemy. Also has a 100% chance to increase attack of all allies by 10% for 3 turns. And her art number 2 is 110% attack, 22 hits to 1 enemy. So she's got both a really good supports art and raising attack of all allies, but also a really high hit gen, so she's really good. She's also got her mystic art as a heal, restores 50% to all allies, but it also raises attack of all allies by 30% for 3 turns. So she's really good at raising attack and hit generation with a heal that's at OL over limit 220, so it's not that hard, not that high on a On a water stage, that's about 4 turns typically. 3 if you get a couple crits, so that's not too terrible. That's really good actually. So Alicia is actually going to be the one I'm going to be hoping for. I really want her, but let's go take a look at Mint. So, Mint Adnade, the White Glove of Purity, she is a defense booster and healer for light. So, really going to, in my opinion, outclass Estelle as the best light healer. Probably going to be one of the better healers in the game now. It's pretty on par with Sharia, the New Year Sharia, but she also outclasses her because each of her arts and mystic art heals and raises defense. So arts 1 is barrier, defense up 34% to one ally for 3 turns, also has an additional effect to restore that HP of that ally by 20%. Our arts 2 is cure, restores 65% HP, one ally. So really big heal. That's on a 5-turn cooldown though. But also has a 100% chance to increase their defense by 10% for 2 turns. And 100% chance to increase defense of all allies by 30%, as well as a 60% HP to all allies on her Mystic Art on a 270 OL cooldown. So that's going to be at least for maybe 5 turns when you're running her in her party. So Keelstone would go really well with her to be able to get that heal and defense up on a consistent cooldown of about 3 to 4 turns. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Alright, so this, what do we want to look at here? I want to look here at the details of the news, because I want to show you guys what their Memoria Stones do as well. Alicia's at max increases fire allies OL gauge by 27 each turn. That's a really good stone, something to pull for also. And Mint's is a plus 100% poison resist, so a good stone all across the board. You can use it on any ally, does not restricted to light, which is good. So the devs say on Alicia that her strengths are a Mystic Art that heals all allies with an additional effect of attack up. Her Heart, Art, and Awaken skill also boost attack, making her perfect for heavy hitting and team support. Her Transcendence Board can be used to improve her already high defense and make her immune to the poison ailment. Going to be very useful. And Mint's, a pillar of support. All of Mint's arts and Mystic Art increase defense and restore HP. Her Transcendence Board can be used to increase her already high defense and make her impervious to the paralysis ailment. So that could actually be useful against Melonbrawn, as he does do paralysis in the raid. So it can be very useful for that raid as well, especially with all of her heals. Your light allies pretty healed up in that raid. Alright, so I think we're ready to go ahead and do some pulls. Probably, if I don't pull them in 5 multis, I'll probably stop, but we'll see what we got. We'll see how I feel after 5. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our first one. Not showing any SSRs, so let's go ahead and skip it. Alright, so we got 10 medals. So before we do go on to our next one, I'm curious. I do want to see what the exchange rate for these medals is. So you get 10 for each multi-pull. So let's go in here to our Summons Medal 1 exchange. So for an Alicia ticket, it takes 200. So that is a total of 20 multi-pulls for a guarantee. Okay, so you have to do 20 multi-pulls before you're guaranteed your pity on the unit that you want. That's a lot, but let's do this. Let's go for another summon and see what we get. Usually Crestoria is pretty generous with SSRs, which, as you can see, we got one here. So we'll see what we got, but as usually we don't have to. They just now introduced the pity system, So, and we got Colette. That's a new one. I did not have Colette, and most likely won't use her. So that's a sad day. Let's go ahead and skip the rest. So they just introduced the pity system for the game, and it's currently, it's a little over zealous, I think, to have to do 20 multi-summons to get your guaranteed. I mean, if you're trying to pull multiples so you can max awaken the character, it's good, I guess, because you're probably end up doing 20 anyway. So you can at least get one guaranteed one of that character. But usually the SSR drop rate is pretty good, and so normally you end up getting them before 20 multiples. So probably going to end up using a lot of those ticket medals to get Turtles medals for other exchange opportunities. So as we see, you got another SSR in this group, and we'll see what it is. Who we got? Oh, it's Aegis. I already got a max awakened Aegis, so that's not very good for me. Let's see, so that was our third multi-pull, so let's go for one more here. Alright, not showing any SSR, so let's skip it. Alright, so fifth multi-pull, so we'll see how we feel after this one, if we want to keep going for the waifus or not. Alright, just not showing any SSR, so skip it. So I think we'll go ahead and go down to 10,000 Gleamstones, and we'll save 10,000. So that's at least 3 more multis that we're looking at. These 2,500 for multis. So let's do 3 more multis, and we'll see what we get. Alright, still no SSRs in the last 3 pulls, but we're going to keep confident and we're going to keep on chugging along. And this is really sad now. It's really starting to starve me of SSRs. Oh man, that was 4 or 5 straight multis, I believe, without an SSR. Man, that hurts. So, we're still sitting at 10,468 gleams. We do still have the event to run. I will be doing a different video on the event. I'm going to clear the event story first, and then after I clear the event story, when I get up to the evil portions of the event, I will then start doing a video, kind of tips and just kind of outlining what are the kind of best practices for the event quests. And so maybe after we get a couple of Gleamstones from the event quest, we might come back and do a couple more pulls. But unfortunately, we weren't able to get our good fire support in Alicia to boost the attack of our really strong fire team that we have. So that's what we were looking for. We may come back and do a couple more pulls. If we do, I will do a video for a secondary pull on the wedding waifus, but unfortunately we didn't get them this time. We did end up getting a lot of SSRs, a lot of stones to convert, so we'll be working towards that, and I will get back to you guys in another video with the event. So have a good one.